Canada's new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, made a pilgrimage to the White House today. He got out of the car to shake 47's hand, wave at the cameras, and then plagiarized Trump's fist pump. From that moment, Trump had him. Our president said, "Come on in and check out my gold."
It's an honor to have you at the White House and the Oval Office. And you see the new and improved Oval Office as it becomes more and more beautiful with love. You know, we handle it with great love. And 24-karat gold, that always helps too, right?
The best thing Carney has going for him, he's not Trudeau. He is a liberal, but he was an underdog who made a stunning comeback to win an election. Trump respects that.
His party was losing by a lot, and he ended up winning, so I really want to congratulate him. It was probably one of the greatest comebacks in the history of politics, maybe even greater than mine. You know?
Things got off to a good start. Another media narrative bites the dust. They were hyping it up as a second Zelensky.
This is very friendly. This is not going to be like we had another little blow up with somebody else. That was a much different. This is a very friendly conversation.
We're friends with Canada, and that's good. But sometimes friends have their own agenda.
We want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada. And we put tariffs on cars from Canada, and at a certain point, it won't make economic sense for Canada to build those cars. And we don't want steel from Canada because we're making our own steel, and we're having massive steel plants being built right now as we speak. We really don't want Canadian steel, and we don't want Canadian aluminum and various other things because we want to be able to do it ourselves.
The president wants to be self-reliant. Self-reliance has been a key characteristic of the American people since the country was founded, and the president's sticking to it.
Is there anything he could say to you in the course of your meetings with him today that would get you to lift tariffs on Canada?
No.
Why not?
Just the way it is.
Carney tried to draw his own line in the sand. He doesn't want to be a governor.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, you know, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
And having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months, it's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
Canada's our friend, but Trump's taking this relationship to the next level. He wants to put a ring on it.
I say never. I've had many things that were not doable, and they ended up being doable, and only doable in a very friendly way. But if it's to everybody's benefit, you know, Canada loves us and we love Canada. That's, I think, the number one thing that's important. It would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Canadian actor William Shatner is here. How you doing, Mr. Shatner?
So well, and I love seeing the Canadian Premier talking to the president. It's wonderful. I've dealt a little in real estate, and I'm going to say to Carney, do a real estate deal. Make a counter offer. Let's offer to the United States to be the 11th province. Think of the joy and it's the best thing. Here you have a friendly group of people saying, come on over. It's cleaner. There's plenty of power. There's some lovely people who want to work with you. Be our 11th province.
You know, he should have said that.
But no.
He should have said that,
Yeah,
and
no,
that would
I
have
mean,
brought the House down.
Well, of course. I mean, everybody's so serious about what is an unserious offer. Canada's been around for 150 years more, and they've had a noble service. Vimy Ridge, Juno Beach, Dieppe, tens of thousands of Canadian soldiers have died in the fight for freedom and making it the world playable for all of us. You can't denigrate that. You can't deny that.
Well, no one's denigrating it, but let's just put it to you in a different term. Let me ask you this. Joe Biden proposed to his wife 7 times. 6 no's, but finally Jill said yes. Isn't it about persistence? You know, Carney says, you know, it's not for sale. Trump says never say never.
I know, but I mean, at a certain point, persistence becomes insulting.
Well, maybe that's what Dr. Jill thought. But eventually, when Joe got on his knees the 7th time, she said yes.
Well, I guess she took the last insult. Listen, it's a spurious fight. It's two noble countries side by side. I don't know what all the fuss is about, but I'll tell you what I'd like to tell you is something that's going on here in Los Angeles is a charity I put on every year for 35 years. I've raised millions of dollars for children and for veterans. And on May 31st, we're having our party. It's a 5-day horse show, and on that Saturday night, we have a great party. We raise lots of money. And I want you to watch the Unexplained. And I'll be in the Seattle area twice in June. Once in concert with Neil deGrasse Tyson in a totally innovative theatrical thing. And then at another event near Seattle at the end of June. And that's really what I wanted to say.
The Hollywood Charity Horse Show. We're going to donate.
Exactly.
Primetime. I'm going to make all my producers donate, and maybe I'll donate as well. Mr. Shatner, tell me about Mars. Do you have interest in Mars? Musk is very interested.
Okay. So part of this concert that I'm going to do, it's called Rockin' with Bill and Neil. And the two of us, we've done this before, and it worked very well. It should work very well in Seattle. The opening question that I'm going to pose to Neil deGrasse Tyson is, why the heck do we want to go to Mars? What is there on Mars that you can't get in Arizona in the desert? I mean, it's a question fraught with many implications, like discovery. Why do we need to discover things? Why did we climb off the tree and get something on the ground? Why did we exit Africa and spread around the world? What is this thing that mankind has to search and search and search and never be content? Like making one offer after another to Canada to be the...
It's like Greenland. You know, we get a little greedy. We're looking at Greenland. It's all the same thing. Men just want an adventure. We want an adventure. I don't care where it is, Greenland, Canada, Mars. Send us somewhere on a ship.
I know, but we were in the South Pole. Neil and I were in the South Pole a few weeks ago, and it's godforsaken. It's a white desert. Why would you want to find this point that doesn't exist only on a map, the South Pole? And yet these grand people, these marvelous minds went in search of. And what they discovered mostly was death and destruction. Only a Norwegian made it, and made it because of planning. But the question then remains, why go to Mars?
It's an interesting question, but I like New Jersey, and I'll be staying here. Great to see you. Check out the Hollywood Charity Horse Show.
Great to see you. Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
A pleasure to talk to you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.